Hey y'all, and welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Tiffany. This is our small town life, and today I'm going to sit down and do a little flip through and show you my kiddos' homeschool portfolios for this past school year. In case you are new around here, we are a family of 6. I am married to my high school sweetheart, and we have 4 children. 3 of those are school age. This past school year, the year that I'm going to be showing you the portfolios for, we had a 5th grader, a 4th grader, and a kindergartner. Now, we also have a newborn. He's 5 weeks old, so we did not go very elaborate with our portfolios this year, and that's okay. They're pretty simple. That's kind of the beauty of it. You can make it your own. You can do what works for you. Now, we are in Alabama, and our homeschool laws, requirements, they're pretty simple, pretty minimal. We do not have to put together a portfolio. I just do it because I want to. I like to have it for the accountability. I like to have it to show some things that we did, samples of my kids' work, and just to hold the memories. So that's what I've done. Now, if you live in a state that requires a portfolio, make sure you look at the requirements of things that they want to see in that. I'm going to show you what I did and just kind of give you an idea of what I have kept from this past school year. Before we get started, I wanted to say if you are a homeschool mom, I hope you get some inspiration from this video. If you're not a homeschool parent and you're just here to hang out with us, well, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys mean the world to us. Our subscribers, you mean the world to us. We're like family around here, and I really mean that. Thank you so much for all of your support. So wherever you are, whatever season you find yourself in, I hope you enjoy this video. Now let me show you these binders. Before I show you the portfolio binders, I wanted to show you these 2 things. This is my planner from last year, and I have kept this because I wrote down all of our lesson plans. Every day I wrote down what we did, and it is in here. So if I ever needed to say, this is what we did on March the 10th, I could. So I keep this for accountability purposes. I'm not going to open up this binder because it has some personal information in it, but this is everything that I send to our cover school. We do not have to have a cover school here. I just choose to. I think it just, again, is for accountability, and I like that they send in forms and stuff for me if need be. So all that information is in here. Everything I've sent them, they require 160 days of us. That calendar is in here for each kiddo. And then I put a page divider and started everything for this year. So all cover school stuff will always be in this binder. Okay, here we go. So we kept it simple with our cover. We are using 1-inch binders from Dollar Tree, and we took some construction paper, wrote it on the front of it, slid it down in the front, and this is Audrey's, my 5th grader's, portfolio from last year. Now you could always get on Pinterest or create some cute cover, and we may do that this year, but I really like these, and I love that Audrey helped me with these. That just makes them extra special. The boys love looking at these things. They're not so much for creating them, are they? Audrey's sitting here with me, so is Easton and the baby. We got a crew in here, but Audrey likes the creative side. The boys just like looking at them. Okay, here we go. So as soon as we open it up, we've got some page protectors and some pictures from the year. This is first day of school and then end of the year. We've got a family tree and some science experiments and stuff. This is a little tip for you. If y'all do experiments or you do something on poster boards and you obviously can't keep that to put it in a binder, you can always take a picture of it and then include the picture. There's also some things from sports and whatnot, but I'm not going to show all of those pictures. Here's some extracurricular things she does. And then we've got some field trip things. Again, I'm not going to show all of those pictures, but they're in here. And then what we did was for each subject, we put a divider, wrote on it what the subject was and any curriculum that we used for that subject. Then we pulled some samples. She's got some samples of spelling tests, some samples from Explode the Code. And what we do is we pull some things from the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year. About 2 or 3 things from each little section there, beginning, middle, and end, and it just shows progress. That's what you want to do, is show progress. And as far as how we chose what we put in here, we just chose things that really showcase their work and again showed that progress, things that we would want to look back on. Here's another little tip for you. If you've got something that's not hole punched, you can either hole punch it like we did here, or you can get these pocket folders and just include the work in the pocket. Here's her math section and some samples of her math work. We did a unit study. Now, I think it's the boys I put this at the back, but this is where she chose to put it in hers. But we wanted to make sure we included some stuff. We started the year with Gather Around and then decided to go a different route, but we still wanted to include that. So we went through and pulled some of their work from that unit study. She included her history and science together. And again, there's a pocket folder, and history is on one side and science is on the other. These are just some papers from their workbooks. This right here is one reason why I love this, because, so for example, this lesson right here, I remember that we really enjoyed this. The kids found this really interesting.
Because it was on
yeah, it reminded
our book.
you. Yeah, Little House on the Prairie reminded you of that.
Yeah, and they had to live in that.
So now we've always got this to have that memory. She said, it looks like I didn't do anything on this page. It's because it's down at the bottom. Here's her Bible section and some samples from her Bible journal. And then we have art. And what we did for art was anything that would fit in a page protector. We did that. And if it would not fit in a page protector, it's back here in the back pocket. Some things from their nature journals, some books and writing projects they did, and some things that were on construction paper are all back here in the back. Now here's Easton's, my 3rd grader last year. His pictures are all in the front as well. His science experiments and stuff that we did. He also has field trip pictures from when we planted our garden. And then his is set up the same way. Each tab has the subject and any curriculum that we used. Plenty of samples of his work. And so, for example, for his math, we have his master books, but he also used Khan Academy. I didn't print anything from Khan Academy, but I wanted to note that we used it. His science and history is set up the same way with a pocket folder. And we actually put his Bible stuff in a pocket folder as well. Here's his Gather Round section. And his art. Same thing, he's got some things in page protectors and then some things in the back pocket. His bigger pieces of art and some of his writing samples. Last but not least, we have Hudson's, and he's sitting here with me ready to look at it. He has those same pictures. We will always do these pictures. I love to see the beginning of the year to the end of the year, the change, and then from one year to the next. That's just really special. He also has pictures, some extracurricular activity pictures, some pictures from field trips and from our garden, science experiments, field trips, all that good stuff. And then he has all of his sections in here as well. Another way you could divide sections if you wanted to. I think we actually ran out of tabs in his last section, his Gather Round. I just used a piece of construction paper. So that's another idea if you just needed that. I love having these because just like, you know, if someone is looking at a portfolio as a requirement for your state to see progress, as a mama, I love to see it as well. So to see how his writing changed throughout the year and all of those fun things, to see how much he improved, to see how well, and to see the things that my kids accomplished throughout the year, does my mama heart good. And I know we'll always love to look back on these sweet memories all these precious pieces of art. And y'all, I gotta show you this one. This is something that I just absolutely love. This is from Bible, and we had done a lesson on friendship, and he would draw pictures and then he would tell me what the picture was of, and I would write it out so that we would know. And he drew friends playing together wearing masks so they won't sneeze on each other. That was so precious, and that's a memory we'll always have. So again, I hope that this gave you a little bit of inspiration, or you just enjoyed hanging out with me a while. Again, I know these aren't Pinterest-worthy portfolios, and that's okay. They're ours, and they're special to us. And we have a newborn, so that's just kind of how things are working right now. These will always be very, very dear to me, and I thought I would share them with you. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. I got a kid tapping me. Yes. Oh, he wants to show the picture from Disney. Some fun field trip pictures.